the actual facts about money. And I think we've already stated the fact number one, that money is not evil. People are. People fight because of money in families. Spouses kill each other. People separate. People steal. They do prostitution, falsifying documents, forgery, cybercrime, all because of money. Money is neutral. And that leads to me to number two, money has no color of its own. It takes the color of the owner. Money has no character of its own. It takes the character of the possessor. Money has no shape of its own. Money takes the shape of the container that holds it, which happens to be you. Money does not take a possession. Money gets possessioned. It is you who give your money an identity based on the choices you make. Money is never the issue. The holders of the money are. And number three, the true value of money is in the hands of the owner. There's no price for the poor and prices for the rich. Even a parking boy, when he gets 1,000 shillings, he can still buy the same thing a millionaire can buy. So the true value of money is not on what is written on the bill. The true value of money is in the choice you make. That is what differentiates the value of money. The next fact about money is that money has no emotions, just like time. Money is never emotional about your problems. It will never consult you. It will never be too merciful to come to where you are. If money was emotional, then we would all be equal if money was fair. So money doesn't care. It goes it where it is required. And that takes me to the next one. Like birds, you don't run after money because money can fly away. Instead, you attract money. That's why Ecclesiastes 5:10 says that wealth can fly away. So when you run after the birds, they will fly away. The people who seek wealth and run after money, they don't get. But the people who create a system to attract the money end up with the money. The next fact about money is that money never gets finished. It only changes residence. So never ever argue and say that there is no money. It will depend on where. Talk for yourself, because buildings are still coming up. Registration numbers of vehicles are changing every now and then. People are buying new things. People are still traveling. Things are still happening. The question is where? Is it happening at your place? So that now that money never gets finished, it only changes residence, it is upon you to give it a reason to stay or to come back if it has gone, by creating a sustainable system through your choices, spending behavior, your perceptions, and your values. The next fact about money, there's no too much money or little money. Because again, it depends on who is saying it. One time in my work life, when I started working in a financial institution, I found it interesting to find a lot of money in one place. An elderly woman came to me and told me that I want to withdraw some money. And she was looking a bit disturbed. She started looking sideways and she told me it's a lot. Okay. Then she was asking, can I be served from elsewhere? I said, yes, you can be served from elsewhere. So for me to serve you, give me the details and all that. But I was curious to find out how much. This time she checked properly and told me 5,000. That's allowed $50. Because according to her, and I was like, yeah, you need a special place to be served from. Because true customer service is when you serve your customers based on their definition of service. And service is 5,000 should not be exposed to everyone. I should be served from a special place so that I have enough time to hide the money and to divide the money into various geographical locations within the body ecosystem. Money cannot give you peace, but the lack of it can make you peaceless. There is no amount of money that will make you a peaceful person. But when you don't have it, sometimes you will be peaceless. Money is more of a harvest. Sorry, more of a seed than a harvest. If you all the time look at money in terms of a harvest, you will always consume it. But if you look at it in terms of a seed, you will think twice because of creating sustainability. That is why he gives the seed to the sower and the bread to the eater. It is upon you to differentiate. But when you eat everything, including the seed, remember sometimes the seed is treated for planting and it can never be food. Sometimes the seed can be the poison. Are we learning something? At this point, I want to say this. This is not an accounting class. This is not an economics class. We are not here to do financial statements or ratio analysis. But the subject of today, I'm majorly going to focus on 3 areas: between your head, your hand, and your pocket. The mentality you have, the choices you make, where you take your money, and where the money is, where you refuse to disclose. So that movement, what happens between those 3 main elements, is what we are addressing tonight. It is about you. It is not even about your business money. It is about the money that is at your disposal, you as an individual, and the decisions you make about that money, and the reasonings and the choices. Next, the further fact I want to say that if you are not saving before, there's no amount of money that will help you become a good saver, because saving is a habit. So never ever say that you start saving when you get much money. We don't save because you have money. You save because you don't have. Otherwise, if you already have, you have no need of focusing on saving. And that's why I said there's no too much or little money. Because I've seen rich people, billionaires coming down, and I've also seen people starting small and getting to the highest point. So it is not a question about the amount of money. It's a question of what you do with it. It's a question of whether you know how to make the choices and how you make those choices. I want to say this. If you don't respect money in the way you spend it, money will never respect you back. Money has a way of knowing the way you treat it. And sometimes even money feels you and feels bad. A story is given about 2 notes that met at the final stage of destruction. These notes had been in circulation for too long. They had been in all the places, and now these notes were old. And as usual, the banks usually take this money for replacement. They are called soiled or mutilated notes. They are beyond use, so they need to be replaced. And so 1,000 met with the 50 shillings, and they were like, hey, you know, the last time I saw you is the time you were being posted, when we were new notes and smelling all that nice smell of new money. And I remember your serial number. Yeah, I remember you. What happened? You no calls, we never met, and we were posted in the same town. I'm interested in getting to know exactly where were you? What are you up to? The 50 shillings note said, you know me, I've been in churches. I moved from one offering basket to the other. Then from there, I'm in the market. The next thing, I'm just moving from one public transport vehicle to the other. And then I still end up in church. But most of the times, I stay in church. And then the 50 said, that was a note said, church. You know, for me, every Friday, the number of times I move from one club to another, the places I have gone to, I think it's just a simple whole movie. Why? Because money does not know its destination. It is you who take it to that destination. Because the person who was keeping it chose to take it to that destination.